Brandon with Mount Olympus RC here. We are here in my favorite crawler paradise, filming an epic battle between the CR18p Evo Pro and the SCX24 Demigod. We're going to kick it off with 5 lines, just like normal. One of them is going to go first and kind of pick the line, if you will. It's going to be awesome. First line, it's going to come up here, up this really big line change where it goes vert. It's going to come around up on the top and then down this really steep bit here for a drag brake test. So we call this truck the Pride of Olympus, because I remember when I first got it, it just was so much fun to drive. So we got the Pride of Olympus versus Demigod today, hitting that real vertical line right there. Oh, it's so sick. I'm gonna come over here for this decline. Oh! Boost of power saves it. They are semi-similar. Pride of Olympus has bigger wheels, longer wheelbase, so I'm really skeptical that Demigod can make this. But you know, Demigod, if I'm paying attention to the driving and not the camera, Demigod has continued to amaze me. We're gonna have to come over here a little bit. It's forcing a little bit of a different line, but heck yeah, so awesome. I don't know if the camera shows just how steep this is, but it is pretty steep. We're going to use that brushless capability to just crawl down this decline. Beautiful. Looking amazing. Awesome. Kicking it off with a good one. Scores 1-1. While we're between lines, don't forget that you can get a 20% off onlyrcs.com for all Mount Olympus apparel, hats, shirts, hoodies, sweaters, beanies, pit mats, you name it. 20% off. Discount in the description. We're going to go catch line 2. All right, second line is Demigod's line. It's going to come up here, up right here, like on the razor's edge. And then it's going to turn, come back down right there. And that'll be it. Here we go, Demigod. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's making it. Brushless electronics for the win. There we go. Really happy with that. Sharp turn. Gonna hit a little bit of the reverse right there. Come down the not Escalante staircase. Right. Yeah. Okay, very poised, very controlled. All right, Pride of Olympus, your turn. And we're trying to keep this outer wheel on the edge as much as possible. You might be looking at this saying, hey, Pride of Olympus is wearing the Power Wagon socks and shoes, and you would be right, because The Power Wagon crapped out when I was battling the CR18p, and the CR18p absolutely was terrible, so I stole it so I could do a really good shoot here, and I think they're both going to get the point here with ease. With ease. Boom, two Titans battling it out. That makes the score 2-2. Looking good so far. We're gonna go catch line 3. Catch you guys there. All right, we're at line 3, and I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things I do is I try to make the line more challenging for the second car, like the first car picks the shot in pig or something like that. So I'll do a test run on a really tough spot and see if one can do it. This one did it. So the line for this one is gonna be up that chute right there, turning up through here. And it's gonna cross this rock, come down and then up this, which, I mean, that's pretty steep. Drive by with the Capra. It's gonna come down, wheel on the edge again. Once it gets up, it's gonna come over here and drop down. It's gonna ride this. It's gonna turn once it hits that down here and finish right there. Pride of Olympus is first. Here we go. Beautiful. Woo! That was nuts. It's still there. Look at that. Wheels are rolling over. Need some more sidewall help with these guys. It's gonna drop real slow right there, which is gonna make this like insane. Oh, I'm counting it. It made it there. It made it. I'm counting it. All right, Demigod is gonna surprise me, hopefully. Here we go. Up through the chute. Oh no, it's getting stuck in the chute. Yeah, I knew it. Demigod's an absolute beast. This is the part that makes me a little nervous for Demigod, but we'll see. Uh-oh, wheelbase is letting her down. Let me try and get creative here. Wheelbase on this one is thank goodness it has that 56 Chevy rear end because it's preventing it from tipping over. Oh no. I think the wheelbase, guys. Yeah, it's just not. Unfortunately. Okay, well, we're going to cheat just to do the rest of the line. Because this was the more exciting part right here. But since it's a shorter wheelbase, it's probably going to handle it. Uh-oh. just fine. Tortured tires right there. Yep, there we go. And drop down right there. Well, I knew that one was going to be tough for Demigod, and the point of doing this is just putting the rigs through tons of different tests. So the Pride of Olympus goes up 3-2. Next one's Demigod's line. We're going to try to find one that benefits a short wheelbase and maybe some stuff to try to thwart that Evo Pro. We'll catch you guys at line 4. This line is a bit bonkers. You start off here, side hill over to here through this crazy bit, which is pretty intense. Sharp turn up over here, which gets pretty vertical. Then you're gonna come down right there and then down there. Sorry, down right there where it's vertical and then down there. Demigod is up first. There we go. Sharp turn to this decline. Down this real jagged stuff right here to try to unbalance a vehicle. Beautiful. Demigod with a point. Let's see if the Pride of Olympus can match it. After that last one, I kind of am sure this one just can't turn as sharp. They're both about the same width too, because I have I have narrowed this. We're gonna try one more time, but I think Demigod got it, guys. I think Demigod got its point back. Nice and slow over this. Okay, oh. No way. Demigod got its point back, guys. We're gonna try that one more time just for fun, but Demigod's got its point back. It did it. Yep, Demigod's got its point back. So that's why it's so vital to find a line that one of them is more strong at or has a bigger strength at. Makes it more exciting. So we're going into this last round. Line 5 is the tiebreaker. And I know just where to go. So we'll catch you guys over at that tiebreaker line. It's not RC's, but it's a heck of a view. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Past the big crevasse, that's pretty deep. Up over here, along this ridge, down this really steep incline, flip, and if they both make it to here, then we're gonna turn and come up here, and then down here. And if they tie, they tie. We are going to kick this one off with Demigod. Demigod's going to attempt it first. Get a bump. Come on. Give me the bump. There it is. There it is. Starting to scare me, Demigod. Don't do that to me. Oh boy. Come on, baby. No. No. Come on. I know you can do this. Because the Dreadbolt just did this, like with ease, with my son driving it. That's what I'm talking about. So you just need some trash talk saying another SCX24 was better. That's all you needed. This part actually makes me nervous because this is like really vertical and this thing does not have the speed to punch out of it. Tech motor working real good to try to be real poised down this. I'm actually really nervous right now because I don't want this to fall. Oh! You know what? It landed on its wheels. Should we try and reverse the body back onto it? That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Well, since it landed on its wheels, did lose its body, it made it. So we are going to get the other car to this point. All right, Pride of Olympus. I don't know if that's going to stick, but it is for now. I do love this Evo Pro. Has a lot of flex though, a little more than I like. Come on, see this? I've tried this with 4 different trucks today and the one that made it up at the best. For really real? Gotta go battery swap. Be right back. Pride of Olympus, here we go. Hey, that went well. The only other truck to do that today was the Dreadbolt. All right, here is why I'm not big on a lot of flex. I'm pulling up right there. I don't think I'm gonna need to realign those back wheels a little differently. There we go, I'll take that. Ha-ha! Beauty. Yep. Oh my goodness, here we go. There it is. Now I just gotta have some patience here. Woo! Those portals almost getting me right there. There is a trick that you can do on this where you just literally pop it in neutral and it will go down like real good. That back end's starting to lift a little more than I like. There we go, beautiful. All right, leg 2. Pride of Olympus is gonna go first on leg 2. So remember, it's up there, through it there, kind of up like that, and then down right there, which should be a really good finish to this epic duel of Olympus. Here we go. Beautiful. If you don't have one of these or a juice up, I highly recommend one. Yeah, there's slop in the portal axles and the drivetrain, but this car is a fun one to drive. Just got to be patient here. Got to be patient. See, look at that. Look at what the portals are doing to me. I'm just going to go nice and slow, see if I can't film a little better. There it is. Pressure's all on Demigod. All on Demigod. She's a beast. I can't think of a better way to end this with these two tying. So hopefully I can drive really patiently right here. Not on a timer. See right there the back shock's unloaded. But since the shocks are an appropriate length, it's not flipping tail over front. There it is. Two insanely awesome trucks. Well, we're going to call that one a tie just because it's been a day and they've both done outstandingly well. We'll catch you back at the studio to get weights, go over the builds, which Demigod you guys are kind of already familiar with now if you've been with me on some of my videos and adventures. So we'll catch you guys back over there and wrap this up. Welcome back inside after an awesome time of running these two sweet looking trucks. I have to admit, I was very disappointed because I was halfway through filming this when this crapped out, but that's beside the point. So real quick, we're going to break down the Evo Pro. Most of you are familiar with Demigod, so I'll go over that quickly, and I'll link other videos to this in the description below if you have more questions or interest on this. I do have a complete project build video of this coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to get weights on the wonderful kitchen scale. We'll start with this one. I'm going to bring you on in for that. All right, let's start with the weight. Beautiful, zeroed out grams. I think I have to put this one sideways, then hope it doesn't roll off. Oh, it's heavier than I thought it was. Interesting. Does not feel like 529 grams. So, no, it's 528. I've been calling this the Pride of Olympus because Evo Pro just wasn't cutting it anymore, even though there's nothing wrong with that. So I did steal the wheels and tires off of the Power Wagon. There was a lot happened on the film of this, folks. But anyways, 528 on this. It's got Trial wheels, and the styling of that was obviously picked to go with the Power Wagon. So I'm going to be getting new wheels to go with this, and I really might just keep those tires because they work really good and they look really awesome. And those are the Proline Maxxis Trepadors, not vented. Not vented. I love this tire. Checking it out under here, there's not much to talk about. I have cut the wheel wells on this because with the stock tires on there, they were huge and they rubbed. And then I made a little styrene roof rack protector deal because beat this to tar. You can tell this was a comp rig for a little while. So basically under here, everything is pretty much stock. The battery is not stock. Those batteries burned out. I've got the, I'll show you because I love these batteries. The 600 milliamp hour Urgin-X batteries. These are a good size for a 600. Really love these batteries. No affiliation, but I love those batteries. It does have the V2 axle, which comes on the Juice Up now. It's got the stock plastic everything. It's got the stock servo, stock electronics. I did do the drive shaft swap because it broke within an hour or two of owning it. Stock shocks, which are actually out of oil, not damping like I would like them to. So this thing's been on the shelf for a while, so I decided to get it out there because I really love this truck. I have two of them, one brushed, one brushless. This is the brushless version. So the electronics on these are basically identical with the exception of the motor and the receiver. So there you have it for the Pride of Olympus, the Evo Pro, with tons and tons of drivetrain slop, but you know what? It's still a lot of fun to drive. Now we're going to move on. I'm going to put these clips. I'm not going to waste your time with that. All right, back to Demigod. If you caught my last video, you will know I don't even remember, to be honest. So here's Demigod's weight, 486. So 486 grams versus, I already forgot. And now somehow it says 500. Oh, I took the battery out. I was so lost. I was like, why is it less? 528, 529 grams versus 486. The biggest difference, and I'll go over Demigod real quick. So Demigod is meant to be able to run like this in what I call God mode, and like this in mortal mode, but this looks way cooler, so this is how I run it the vast majority of the time. But what's under here is the same Furetech Lizard Pro. I have the Spectrum battery because that was available at my hobby shop in the right size, and it just wedges in there. It's a 300 milliamp hour. I want to show you this. It's just a third bigger for a 600 to a 300 with these Urgin-X. The thickness is the same. These are amazing batteries. I can't say enough about these. So got the Spectrum SLR 300 receiver that came with the SLT remote. The micro Chromoto engine. Like I said, the engine's really the only difference on the electronics. Injora, hard park transmission, hard park chassis, Trio wheels, again, Proline tires, again, these are the Hyraxes. They are vented. That wasn't by choice. One of them came with a hole ripped in it, so I just cut holes in the other ones. 33 millimeter shocks versus whatever those are. I want to say those are closer to like 50 millimeter shocks, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick breakdown on this because there's plenty of other videos with it. Mias isokinetic axles. Now I want to talk about the big difference on this during the driving videos you guys just saw. And I do talk about it in there because, sorry, my OCD is just not letting me keep these out. I really don't want to lose them, even though I have about 100 more. So anyways, the biggest difference on this, because you can see the width isn't much different. The biggest difference is the wheelbase. If this had let's just say maybe 10 extra millimeters, somewhere around there, I think it would have made the line that this lost in. And now I will say this, I am super confused as to why this failed in the line that it did, but I tried it 3 or 4 times and it still failed. So anyways, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Love these two cars. They are both painted the same color right there. It's a base coat of black with a color changing paint, and then this is just the same paint with a base coat of gray. So pretty cool. Well, let's wrap this up, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Pride of Olympus and Demigod, two absolute heroes of Olympus for what they are. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's not a line slayer. Well, you know what? I really like to get what I can out of the parts that come on the truck. It's just my style with as little modifications as possible. So yeah, could they be better? 100%. But for what they are, they're absolutely awesome. They're extremely capable for what they are, and they're tons of fun to drive. So here you have it, the Evo Pro, the SCX24 custom built. This was an RTR. I absolutely fell in love with this when I got it because I thought out of the box it did insanely good. And I know a lot of people ripped on those tires, but the more you use them, the better they get. I'm really sad that I ripped one of mine and can't use them anymore because 3 tires doesn't really do any good. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to say it's like somewhere over here or like here. I can't imagine what the YouTube page looks like right now, but anyways, whatever. Go check us out on Instagram. Go check us out on Facebook because I do post a little bit of different stuff on there, and we'll catch you guys on a new episode very soon. Later.